Meteorologist Rochelle J is in the First Alert Weather Center with more on how this streak is expected to continue throughout the week. We were hoping for a little break, but I guess not.
Yeah, so we had the ups of spring, and now we've kind of got those down temperatures of the springtime. Outside right now, if you're planning to run out for your lunch break, we've got feels like temperatures right now in the low to mid 30s. We've got lots of sunshine, but we were telling you the sunshine, it's on the way, but it's going to be coupled with those much colder temperatures. Wind speeds right now across our area 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusting right now up to 35 or 40 miles an hour. We've got some of those stronger winds, 35 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts in some areas of Cecil County heading into Kent and Queen Anne's County as well. Your wind gusts will decrease as we go through the day today. However, they will continue to gust pretty strongly as we go into the afternoon rush hour and the early part of the evening. We also have freeze alerts in place for today that we'll need to watch out for and prepare for. If you have started gardening or if you've got some plants outside, you'll need to tend to those overnight. We'll take a closer look at just how cold tonight will be and if we've got some recovery in the 7-day forecast as far as those temperatures go. Nikki, that'll be coming up in the full update in just a few minutes. Back over to you.
We've already had a windy and cool start to the week. Here's a look at the WJZ Outback shot. I'm just hoping that we get a warm up since it's been a roller coaster ride. Rochelle, what do you say?
I think we will. We may just have to wait a few days, especially to get back to the 70s and 80s that I know Nikki and myself would more so enjoy. It's blustery, but it's bright out there. I know people were looking for the sunshine over the weekend and yesterday, but we've got that cool down for for tonight with that freeze warning. And then eventually later in the week, we'll have that rain returning to the forecast. So I want to show you visible satellite. Anything you're seeing moving and in a brighter, whiter color, that's indicating where the satellite is picking up on cloud cover. And it is spotty across the state, allowing lots of sunshine to break through for the middle part of the day. As you're heading out for lunch or heading out for a midday walk, or maybe you're going to walk inside when you see these numbers, feels like 31 in Westminster, feels like 30 in Hagerstown, feels like 36 right now at BWI. We've got those winds coming out of the north and west, bringing in that cool air. Wind speeds 15 to 25 miles an hour, but those wind gusts in some places are getting closer to 40 miles an hour, and we'll keep those stronger winds around for the next few hours before this evening. And tonight, those winds start to back off just a bit. We still keep the wind direction out of the north, indicating the flow of cooler air in Maryland continues for tonight. Let's get into your neighborhood and on your corner in Baltimore City for today. 48 in Mount Washington, 50 in Mount Winans, 49 for today in Canton, and it's going to be 51 in Curtis Bay. For our neighbors in Kent County, 48 in Galena as well as in Massey, 49 in Chestertown, 49 in Pomona, and our neighbors in Rock Hall, maxing out at about 48 degrees for today. Now, I mentioned that freeze warning that's in place. If you've already started gardening or planting anything, you want to either bring those inside or cover them up for tonight, as we'll see those temperatures dropping down into the 20s and 30s. Looking ahead to tomorrow, it's a little breezy once again, maybe not as strong, but one thing you'll notice, we start to see those winds coming out of a southerly direction. So that means some milder air will start to make its way into Maryland. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. By tomorrow, we'll have highs in the mid 50s. Same story for Thursday, even Friday and Saturday. Not all that warm for this time of year. We'll typically be in the low 60s. We'll get back to that by the second half of the weekend, but you do see we also have rain chances for Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday. We need the rain, and because it looks like it's spread out over a couple of days, we're not overly concerned with flash flooding. We think the ground is going to be able to absorb that, which, Nikki, is really great news for the drought that we continue to monitor across the state. Okay, we've got a freeze warning overnight, so everyone who started their gardening when it was 80 degrees just a few days ago, just a heads up, bring those plants in or cover them up if you can't bring them inside. Here's the feels like temperature forecast for tomorrow. We start off feeling like the 20s. The good news about tomorrow is there won't be as much wind. But then on the other side of that, we're starting to get a little warmer, but then we have those rain chances through the end of the week and into part of the weekend. But it does look like we'll have temperatures eventually returning to the 60s and 70s by the end of that 7 days.